Hello Aries, I hope you guys are well. It's lovely to be back with you, and of course we're here for your reading for mid-July 2025. Now Aries, in meditation I saw someone riding a bicycle and they were going really fast and they didn't realize it, but they went over a very sharp rock sort of embedded in the ground, and just before they reached their destination, the bicycle stopped. I then saw someone looking at a cake, and before everyone sang happy birthday, they blew the candles out, and there was deathly silence, as if, oh, you weren't supposed to do that then, right? So Aries, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, guys. It may be that you are moving too fast and someone may stop you in your tracks. It might be, Aries, that you simply need to get over a hitch in the proceedings, because it might be that someone's trying to snuff something out, somebody's trying to blow out your passion, your fire, and it might be something you're going to have to manage, but you're going to be sorting it out. You're going to be preempting this might happen and put something in place to get over this. Wow. This is a little bit cryptic, Aries, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, this could be you, for instance, symbolically thinking, well, I've got an old bicycle, I'm not sure the wheel is going to take the journey, so I'm going to pack a puncture kit, right? Okay guys, here we go. Forgive my gravelly voice. I have been doing too many readings today. So what do we have for my lovely Aries? Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is saying, don't allow someone who is envious of you to snuff out your passion for this. There may be a lot of pushback from someone, Aries. Somebody may be trying to stop you in some way. But you may, Aries, understand they're going to do that and preempt them, stop them, or find a way around a situation. Okay, guys. Let's have a look and see what this is. Emperor. So Aries, you're coming straight out, standing in the energy of the Emperor. Now I could be connecting, of course, with a masculine, or you could be a feminine who's having an issue with an Emperor, right? Oh my gosh, we've got double Emperor energy. That's never ever happened. Two identical Emperors. I'm hearing someone out there say, but are they? Are they identical Emperors? How strange. The only difference I can see with these two images, just briefly looking at these images, is this Emperor is dreaming of this new path. If you look down here, guys, we have a path. Okay. He looks as if he's dreaming of that path, but he hasn't taken action. This is an Emperor who's actually taking action, taking control. So we have one Emperor here who is dreaming of taking control, the other Emperor actually doing it. Now, Aries, these could be two energies within yourself. You may have been dreaming of taking the path untrodden, is what I'm hearing, and this is you actually doing it. Wow, two Emperors. Okay. In the past, Aries, Seven of Cups, looking at options for your happiness, looking at options in front of you. I'm hearing, what do I really want? What do I really want? After that time, Aries, we have the Five of Cups. You let two out of the five options go. You let two options drift down the river. There might have been a sense of sadness, nostalgia, or I really didn't want to let those 3 particular options go. I've got 2 I'm still hanging on to, but shame about those 3. Okay. Aries, this could be about a job situation, trying to find a great job. You may have found 5 particular positions that you may have wanted to go for. 3 may have been snapped up before you even went for interview, right? Or you might have gone for 5 interviews, you didn't get 3, you've got 2 that you're deliberating about. In your thoughts, Aries, the 10 of Swords, okay. I'm hearing options are dwindling. I really want to get there. I really want to achieve this. I really want to be successful. But am I just going to end up sitting in the 10 of Swords? You're very worried, Aries. I'm hearing they're dropping off left, right, and center. Okay, wow. In the immediate future, Aries, 6 of Pentacles. You may be talking to somebody about collaboration, or you may be discussing the issue with someone that you're close to. It could be for their advice. This could be a mentor of yours. But this may be something relating to stability. Okay. In your fears, Knight of Swords. Oh, okay. You may be fearing, Aries, somebody's going to call you out, or somebody's going to say, no, you can't do that because of X, Y, Z, because of this clause, because of that clause, because it says in writing, Aries. You're worried, again, someone's going to sort of put a spoke in your wheels. Somebody's going to stop you from doing something you really want to do, or progressing in the way that you want to. In the environment, and this might relate to someone you want to collaborate with, or this might be someone you're seeking advice from, their energy is the Magician. Aries, they're telling you you can do this, but you may have to think outside the box. You may have to be a little bit creative. But they're saying, Aries, you can do this. Wow. Could be a Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. Could be a Taurus, could be a Capricorn. They're telling you, Aries, you can do this. In your hopes, hoping to be successful with the 6 of Wands, hoping to achieve what you want to achieve, of course. That's what you're aiming for. And the outcome, Aries, is the King of Wands. You are taking action. I'm hearing if somebody blows out the candle before I even get there, I'm just going to light another candle. Don't quite know what that means. That's what I'm hearing. So, clarification for you guys. 3 of Swords. Oh, bless you. All right. I feel you were heartbroken, Aries, about the 3 options you had to let go of. You were heartbroken about the 3 options you had to release, is what I'm hearing. 2 of Cups, because you may have really, really, really wanted those 3 options. You may have really, really wanted. I'm hearing as backup. What is going on here? You may have wanted to keep these 3 options as backup, and now they're not there anymore. So you've got 2 options left. One is a big option, one is a smaller option, but it may be more fruitful, is what I'm hearing. You could grow and expand with the smaller option because it's still in its infancy. The other option here, I'm looking at these 2 flowers. The other option here is bigger, brighter, full grown. But you may not be able to expand as much with that bigger option because it's already grown as much as it possibly could. And I don't know where all this is coming from, guys. You will know. Now, whoever Aries is telling you you can manifest this, you can do this, go for it, Aries. This is someone who is behind you 100%. Their energy is the King of Wands. They see you with a lot of passion for this. They know that you have what it takes to do this. This is also someone, Aries, interestingly, who is telling you to step into your feminine energy, and you can do this. Rather than wanting to be in control, rather than trying to push this, rather than using some form of persuasion to obtain what you want, they're saying, no, Aries, sit in your emotion. Sit in your emotion about this, and you're going to be likely to be a little bit more successful. Interesting. Because Aries, you're coming through with your masculine energy, King of Wands. But this is somebody who is telling you, no, Aries, sit in your feminine energy. This is the face of a woman. This is your feminine King of Wands energy. That is what they are saying to you would enable you to be successful in this. Seven of Wands. Otherwise, Aries, you're going to remain stuck. Okay. Under the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So Aries, you may be speaking to a financier, or you could be thinking about money, stability. You want to be king of your castle, Aries. I'm seeing this man standing on top of this deer's antlers. It's as if he's hunted this deer, and he's thinking that if he captures this deer, he's going to be successful. It's going to help him financially. Aries, are you on the hunt? Are you on the hunt? I don't know why that's come through. The Star. This is a very soft energy. This is a wish come true. This is Aquarian energy, seeing the bigger picture. Aries, you are on the hunt for success. 3 options you've had to let go of. You are looking at 2 options left. You are heartbroken that the 3 options that potentially you wanted initially aren't going to work out. You're thinking about the 2 of Cups. The 9 of Pentacles. Aries, you may be thinking of someone sat in the 9 of Pentacles. This is pre-Empress energy. Or you're feeling, Aries, that it will be a wish come true to simply move into a place of financial stability and independence. This could be you, Aries, simply wanting to find that particular job, that vehicle to get you from 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds is what I'm hearing. Okay. You want to move forward, but you're afraid it's not going to work out. This is you deliberating. Do I take control and storm forward passionately, almost with the energy of not taking no for an answer? Or do you move towards this very gently with emotion and do it that way? You don't know which way would be successful, so you're thinking about this. Okay, so guys, let's move into this. You are sat in dual Emperor energy. Do I take control? Do I just spend some time thinking about this? But you are wanting this with the energy of the Emperor. Which side of me should I portray? Which is going to be most successful? That's what you're considering. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Aries? What situation are they in at this point of time? The Queen of Swords. So Aries, you may be sitting in masculine energy, being watched by a Queen of Swords very, very closely. Who is the Queen of Swords? Wow, 10 of Pentacles. Aries, this could be someone you're married to. This could be someone who is sitting on a lot of financial stability. This Queen of Swords is watching you very carefully, Aries. She's your Empress. Okay, you're coming through as the Emperor. Wow. Now, guys, we could be talking about a twin flame connection. Of course, this could be an Empress who is very nervous, Aries, that you're about to make a move. She's feeling that you're just about to, but she's nervous because you may still be sat with a Queen of Swords in a long-term situation. Or Aries, this is your long-term partner. You may be away from your long-term partner at this point of time. You may be job hunting. She may be saying, Aries, go for a really high salary, go for a job that's going to be earning a lot of money. What you're thinking about is, well, 3 options have already fallen by the wayside. I've got 2 options left. I don't know if this is going to be successful. This could be you married, Aries, trying to find a new job. Could be. But I'm not sure. With the energy of the 9 of Pentacles, that's pre-Empress energy. This would be you thinking about someone single who has money, or thinking about becoming single. Aries, are you thinking, I don't want to be held in this 10 of Pentacles marriage anymore with the Queen of Swords. I want to be with my Empress. You could be planning on leaving a long-term partner because maybe you feel betrayed. Maybe you feel your partner's all about the money, whereas you may be feeling you'd be better off moving in a new direction, maybe towards somebody that you know loves you. You want to be loved, Aries, 2 of Cups. Tell us more about this situation for Aries. Oh, okay, not good. Aries, 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. And it's falling in your situation. Do you feel, Aries, somebody is up to no good relating to the 10 of Pentacles? Do you feel somebody has betrayed you, 10 of Swords? Dare I say it, it could be you feel betrayed by someone you're with. It could be you're realizing somebody's been with you for stability and not because they love you and you're upset. Let's have a look at the 7 of Cups. Aries, you were sort of in dreamland, wishing on a star, looking at options for your happiness in the past. Yes, wanting, Aries, to progress, wanting to move into a new cycle. You may have felt you met someone and it was fate. You may have felt you met someone and it was fate. Judgment. Could have been a Sagittarian. Or someone, Aries, that you felt very close to, but you had to make a serious judgment call. You had to make a judgment call in the past about this, and you decided to shut it out of your life. 2 of Swords. You thought to yourself, no, 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 I can't do this, or I shouldn't do this, and I think you walked away. So Aries, you could have been in a long-term situation. You could still be in a long-term situation, but this is you having met someone in the past that you felt a lot of connection with. You felt close to this person, but you had to make the decision to say 2 of Swords no, because of the connection you were already in, possibly with a Queen of Swords. I don't know why, but I feel with the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, this might have been somebody that you were married to and you realized they were just with you for what you could provide them with, whereas you may have been dreaming of being with an Empress, but you might have said to this person no because you weren't single. Or Aries, you may have just forced yourself to detach, wanting to do the right thing, but there was a lot of disappointment afterwards. A lot of disappointment. You may have looked at 3 options of bringing the situation back together again. You remained a little bit hopeful, but you were looking at things negatively. Yeah, and because you were looking at things negatively, Aries, you stood at crossroads. You know, praying by the light of the moon, holding the world in your hand. Maybe you were praying for this situation you were in to be over. You could have hoped this Queen of Swords would end things with you, but Aries, if you were the main provider or if you were sat with this Queen of Swords in the 10 of Pentacles, she wouldn't have let you go, right? She was on to too good a thing. What were you held in, Aries, in the past? I think you're still held in this, whatever this is. Hierophant, okay. Religion, culture, marriage. Yeah, you were held in something very traditional, Aries. It's as if I want out of this, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Yeah, 9 of Swords, having sleepless nights, not happy, Aries. You may also have felt a lot of people were watching you. Maybe aware, Aries, that you weren't happy, but worried that you were, I'm hearing the word going to escape, worried you were going to escape. God. Okay, it sounds to me as if you were sort of held in a confining situation and you were very unhappy. Okay, oh, bless you. Okay, guys. What you're thinking about is Ten of Swords. So Aries, what you are thinking about is you feel somehow betrayed. I think you have a Queen of Swords watching you. She's sitting on the Ten of Pentacles, whereas what you're thinking about is an Empress, your natural perfect partner, but the Seven of Swords. Now, I'm hoping, Aries, you're not planning on doing something manipulative. I don't think you would. It could be that you feel you might have met your divine feminine in the past, but you knew you were sat in the Seven of Swords, and so you've been deliberating on how to reapproach this person. I'm sorry I wasn't honest in the past. But you feel betrayed, Aries. Whatever you're planning on, you feel betrayed. Let's have a look at the betrayal. What's the Ten of Swords? Justice. Wow. You may have felt betrayed by a Libra, Queen of Swords. She may have been a bit underhanded. Could have been all about a legal contract, Aries. What was the betrayal? Knight of Wands. So, Aries, your Queen of Swords moved forward passionately with someone else, possibly cheated on you, but then said to you, Aries, I'm sorry, you can't do anything about it because we're legally connected. We're married. Sorry, not going to divorce you. Yeah, I'm going to carry on cheating on you, but you can't divorce me. Or we're held in a situation which prevents us from separating. Aries, you may have felt stuck. You may have felt stuck. But you felt betrayed because I think the Queen of Swords cheated on you. And then sort of almost laughed at you and said, yeah, Aries, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm spending time with somebody else. I don't love you, but you can't leave me because we're married, right? Something like that. I feel there's a lot more to this because most people would be able to say, sorry, yes, I'm leaving you, but Aries, somehow you couldn't do it. Now, I don't know, maybe this Queen of Swords was looking after elderly parents with you who lived in your house. There may be something to do with children here. Money, business, family business. I don't know. Strength card. So Aries, you have held back from going for what you want because you're having to manage the situation carefully. Your partner may have cheated on you with a Leo for some of you. I think, Aries, you've been up in your head as to what you can do to be happy in the future whilst managing a complicated contract of sorts. Sounds very cryptic, guys. Okay. In the immediate future, Six of Pentacles and a Magician. You are talking to someone, could be a very good friend of yours, could be somebody who understands your situation. What they are saying to you, Aries, is, I know you feel trapped with the Seven of Wands. You can be happy, Aries, but you're going to have to shift into your feminine King of Wands energy rather than trying to take control and sort of bulldozing your way forward. You're going to have to be very gentle about this to get what you want. You're thinking of collaboration, Aries, and you're talking to this person who is giving you advice. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Six of Pentacles and the Magician for Aries? Thank you, Michael. Okay, I'm hearing the 1st to the 8th of September. So for the rest of July and the whole of August, Aries, you may just keep, I'm hearing quiet. I was going to say keep your future actions under wraps, but Archangel Michael said you may just keep quiet, okay? Let's have a look at your energy. You want to collaborate, Aries, Or you may simply want somebody to accept your situation if you portray the truth, which is you've been betrayed. Would they look at the situation more favorably knowing that I was betrayed? I don't know. I think this is you wanting to be with an Empress, Aries, your perfect counterpart, but you've got a Queen of Swords watching you carefully, sitting on the Ten of Pentacles. I think she's betrayed you. You may not be able to get out of the situation you're in, but I think you're keen to reach your Empress. Okay, yeah. You're looking at the past, Aries, and you're realizing that the way you did something was too reckless. You may have sabotaged a situation in the past. You took a leap of faith and you regretted it. It's as if I didn't handle this the right way. And you may have been angry with yourself about that, because you may feel it scuppered your chances of being maybe with this person in the future. What are you thinking about? The Lovers, okay, that you do have a choice. Or you could be with a Gemini woman who is cheating on you. We've got Gemini and Libra here. And you're thinking, I'm stuck in a long-term situation that's based on financial stability. I can't move. But Aries, you're nervous that someone is not going to accept you into their life because of the situation you're in, and it's making you very unhappy. What are you hoping for here? The Death card. Aries, you just want to grow and expand with someone that you love or somebody who loves you. You may be thinking of a Scorpio in the situation. You may want to be with a Scorpio. You want to completely transform your life, but what is stopping you here? What is stopping you? Okay. A woman hanging on to the house, a woman hanging on to the money, a woman who's putting chains around this fence. It's as if, yep, Aries, sorry, you're sort of stuck in this, but I'm not letting you go. And for some reason, Aries, you're not fighting against this. You're trying to think of a way around this. Who is the Queen of Swords? Who is the Queen of Swords? Yeah, the Queen of Swords is the Queen of Pentacles. Aries, you are stuck in a karmic marriage with a woman who is very strategic. She's all about the money. And she is not wanting to let you go, even though she's cheating on you. Even though she's cheating on you, Aries. Oh my goodness. Ace of Pentacles. I think, Aries, you have thought, all right, could I possibly live separately from my partner if she won't allow divorce, or if it's complicated to divorce? I don't know, Aries, whether or not your families are close, or you've got kids, or you're running a family business. I don't know. But for some reason, Aries, you feel you cannot get out of the situation you're in. You're trying to find a way around it without being underhanded, Aries. You know, this is a challenge for you. So you're wanting a new start. Ace of Pentacles can be uprooting and moving. You may feel, if I live separately from my partner, maybe this Empress will open the door. Maybe this Empress will say, okay. Oh, guys. Four of Cups. You're very unhappy at the moment, Aries. It's as if this wasn't exactly how I planned my life to be. Yeah. Oh, guys. Three of Pentacles. Aries, you want to build a new life with a person that you love, but you cannot get out of the situation you're in. I mean, maybe, Aries, you can, but you lose everything and you're not prepared after, say, 20 or 30 years of marriage to go through that. I think you are talking to someone here who is telling you, Aries, if you're going to try for this, you have to move towards this Empress in a very soft manner, be totally open and truthful about your situation, explain you can't get out of the situation you're in, but you have separated from your partner or thinking of living separately from your partner. What do they think? You're on the fence, Aries. You are sitting there thinking, yes, but if I come in, I'm hearing a little bit namby-pamby, a little bit, oh, I'm going through a tough time, please take pity on me. It's not going to work because that isn't your natural energy. Your natural energy is very masculine. You go to get what you want. You may worry that if you come in a very emotional state of mind, saying to this person, please sort of be compassionate, please understand, they're going to look at you and think, oh, there's something up here, Aries, because you're just not normally like that. What are you trying to achieve here, Aries? You may feel they'd be suspicious if you sat too much in your feminine energy. What are you saying to this person that you are speaking to about this? They're giving you advice. Yeah, Aries, what you're saying to this person is, I don't want to be strategic, 5 of Wands, but I don't want to cause drama in my life. I'm going to have to maneuver myself in the situation very carefully. This is you sort of emotionally playing a game of chess with someone. You're having to be careful. 8 of Pentacles. You're conflicted, Aries, as to whether or not this person would want to work on this with you. You are having to be creative to a certain extent. I'm seeing somebody painting a butterfly's wings. You are having to be creative to a certain extent. What are they telling you not to do? Okay, Aries. They're telling you not to be too blunt and not to be in any way strategic. If you really want this person, Aries, this is what they're saying. Don't be too strategic, because they could back off. If you try to maneuver your way into this person's life, trying to take control, they may back off. What else are they saying you shouldn't do? Don't lie. We got a fish in a cup. Don't lie. Don't lie. Okay. What they're saying is, don't move towards this person. Yeah. What is the Page of Cups? Let's have a look. Okay. Aries, they're actually suggesting that you don't apologize for mistakes in the past. Don't bring up the past, Aries. So if this was an Empress that you met in the past, but you couldn't be with them because you were with a Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, who was a bit strategic about the 10 of Pentacles, okay, if you sat in the 7 of Swords with an Empress in the past, and you've been thinking about this is the person you ideally want to be with, what this person is saying, who is giving you advice, don't apologize for being a bit strategic in the past. Don't apologize for sitting in the 7 of Swords in the past. Because I think what this person is telling you is, you're just going to bring up the past and they're going to remember that you did sit in the 7 of Swords. So don't even mention the past. Because you both know what happened, is what I'm hearing, you and this Empress. What happened in the past? What happened in the past? Okay, Aries, you may have told this Empress that you fell in love with her, but then shut her out of your life because you were married. And she may have been very hurt, very upset. Yeah. So Aries, in the nicest sense, you might have love-bombed this Empress, feeling all these emotions, but then had to admit that you were married or in a long-term partnership, and then you just cut off. So you aren't feeling really good about what happened in the past. But Aries, I feel this all relates to you wanting to escape a very confining relationship. What else is this person saying to you? Ace of Cups. Talk about love, Aries. Talk about love. Talk about a brand new start. Admit that you are burdened because you're in a difficult situation. Okay. You're in a difficult situation. but you just want to be happy, Aries. So this person is saying, don't bring up the past because you sat in the Seven of Swords in the past. Don't bring up the past because this person will just remember what happened and feel angry and upset. Don't do that. Don't try also to be strategic in any way. Be open and honest. I am burdened because I have emotion for you, but I'm in a really tricky situation I can't get out of. I just want to be happy. Be open about everything. This is what this person is telling you to do, Aries. What else are they saying here? Tower. They may suggest, Aries, that you explain to this Empress that you had a Tower moment relating to your Queen of Swords, finding out your Queen of Swords wasn't faithful to you, but then realizing sort of with shock that she didn't want to let you go. Could be another Aries, could be a Scorpio. You may also be trying to hang on to a property here, Aries. You're hanging on to the Tower. This person may be saying to you, explain to this Empress, Aries, you can't, you can't forfeit this property. This could be a property worth a lot of money. This is something that you may feel that if you move into some kind of divorce situation, you'd lose. It could be the only thing that is stable in your life. This could be your pension. This could be your safety net, Let's have a look at the energy between you two. You are talking to someone here, Aries, who's giving you advice. Yeah, yes, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. You're saying to this person, God, I just want to lift myself up out of the situation. I want to progress. I want to move forward. But I'm in a really difficult, confining situation here. Guys. Now, Aries, what you're hoping for with the 6 of Wands is for victory and success. You're hoping that you can move towards this Empress and she will open the door, right? She will listen to you and understand, and maybe you two can talk about living together or something like that. You're hoping for victory and success. But Aries, is this victory and success over your feminine Queen of Swords who is sitting in her masculine, being strategic? Are you sure, Aries, you're not just wanting to get one over on your partner who's cheated on you? To get one over on my partner who's cheating on me and not letting me go, I'm going to try and move forward with an Empress and set a 2 fingers to my Queen of Swords. Be careful, Aries, this isn't a game of tit for tat, because this Empress, if she's someone that you're saying you want to be with, she doesn't deserve that. You would be using this Empress to get back at your Queen of Swords, who's coming through in King of Swords energy. What are you hoping for? Yeah, Aries, it's as if you want to get out of this dark cloud energy and just anchor yourself to something stable, something that makes you feel safe, away from the situation. So, guys, here we have you. You're taking action, King of Wands. Now, this person is saying to you, Aries, don't sit in your King of Wands energy, your masculine energy. Come in with your feminine energy. You may not listen to what this person's saying, though, Aries. You may wake up one morning and feel really impulsive and think, right, for goodness sake, I'm just going to ring this person. I'm just going to march in and talk to this person, or I'm going to drive to this person's house and bang on the door. You're not listening to what they're saying. You're simply going for it. So what are you actually doing here? You're looking at this 9 of Pentacles Empress who is single. Okay, Aries, really interesting. You're not moving forward with your King of Wands masculine energy. You're actually switching directly to the King of Cups energy, which is totally in your emotion. So What this person's saying is, Aries, be you, but just don't come in wanting to take control, too masculine. You're not listening to this person. You're actually deciding to go completely the other way. You're deciding to go straight in with, I love you. What else are you planning on saying to this Empress? I miss you. I love you. I missed you, or I missed you. Or I have missed you. Okay. What else are you going to say to this Empress? That you're in a toxic situation. You may be with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy. What else are you going to say to this Empress, pre-Empress? Nine of Cups. Okay. Yeah. You're basically going to say to this Empress, pre-Empress that you want to be with, I love you, I've missed you, but the problem is I'm in a toxic situation because the person I'm with is cheating on me, but she's overindulgent. She's spending all my money. She's unfaithful. I don't quite know what to do. So I'm coming to you to say I want to be with you, but I'm also telling you that I'm in something very difficult here. You may be trying to lean on this person's emotions, their compassion. What is this overindulgence all about? Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah, Aries. Very clear. What you're saying to this Empress, pre-Empress is this Queen of Swords is being strategic. She's sitting on the Ten of Pentacles. She's not letting you go. She's having an affair, or she's cheating on you with other people. But basically, she's in a really good situation because for some reason, Aries, she may know that you cannot detach from her. Now, I don't know why, but this is what you're relaying to the person you actually want to be with. I'm in a horrible situation I can't get out of. My person's cheating on me. I know she's using me for financial stability. I can't get out of it. What is this person saying? What is this Empress, pre-Empress saying in return? Temperance. She could be a Sagittarian. This is going to be tricky, Aries, because what she's saying is, I'm happy to wait. Aries, I'm happy to wait for you to get out of your situation. She's basically throwing the ball back in your court. She's throwing the ball back in your court, Aries. The Hangman. Yeah, what she's saying to you is, Aries, if you're self-sacrificing, you should get out of it. I'm happy to wait. Aries, it's not what you wanted her to say. What you wanted her to say was, oh God, I'm so sorry you're in this awful situation. And for you then to say, well, I'm planning on moving out of living with my person. Maybe we could live together. I think, Aries, in an ideal world, that would be perfect for you. That's what you want. But she's not saying that. She's basically, in the nicest sense, because this is her being nice about it. Temperance is a very calm, relaxed energy. What she's saying is, it's okay, Aries. I'm here. Things are very calm in my life. I'm happy to wait. So, Aries, you may not know what to say. You may feel either she doesn't get it, or you may feel what she's telling you in a roundabout way is, I don't want to be with you unless you totally detach. But she's saying it in such a way where she's trying to be nice. Temperance, Hangman. Aries, even worse, she may say to you, we can be friends. Aries is not what you wanted. I think you wanted her to, rush towards you, smother you in kisses and say, Aries, Aries, come and live with me. It's fine. Don't worry. No. What she's saying is, well, I'm in a pretty chilled situation. I can wait, Aries, if it's going to take you a while to get out of the situation you're in. Until that time, we could be friends. And Aries, you may be stood there looking at this woman thinking, well, it's not really what I had in mind. I'm sorry I'm laughing, Aries, but okay. What are you realizing here? Well, I think you know what you're realizing here, Aries. That one. Okay. Yeah. She could be a Cancerian. What you're realizing, Aries, is this is going to be really slow progress. Really slow progress, Aries. No rushing, right? No passion. No, yes, you're Aries. Where are your suitcases? You can move in with me. No, Aries. This is someone who may want to start from scratch. This is someone who may say to you, well, we can be friends, and then maybe you can, you know, go and see a lawyer and get legal advice. I mean, she's not giving an inch, Aries. Now, I don't know whether or not it's because there was manipulation in the past and you're going to have to rebuild the trust. I don't know. But she's offering you friendship or nothing. What are you saying to her after that? The Hermit. Aries, you may not have any choice. You could be communicating here with a Virgo. What you're saying to this person is, I feel very alone. I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I think you've got no choice, Aries, but just to say to this woman, I'll come back to you. I mean, what else can you say? I'll think about what you said and I'll come back to you. This is you withdrawing, Aries, for some careful contemplation. What you're realizing is, despite being in a tricky situation with your Queen of Swords, this pre-Empress Empress is not budging. She's just not budging. Yeah, you're going to be in your head. You're going to go straight back into your head again, Aries, because this isn't going the way you hoped for. This isn't going the way you hoped. Page of Swords, this is a difficult message of truth. Yeah, you're thinking about this difficult message of truth. All right. So, Archangel Michael, what is your advice? What is your advice for Aries in the situation, please? Aries, if you are tired and drained and scarred and heartbroken and stressed, you have to find a way out of the situation. This is you, I think, wanting to put a plaster on a very deep wound. And that plaster, that comfort, is the Empress pre-Empress. But you're going to put her in a difficult situation because you're sort of asking her to accept you as somebody who isn't single, Aries. And oh my God, I mean, we've had this energy come through for so long. Anything else, Archangel Michael, for Aries? Two of Pentacles. You've got to make a decision, Aries. You can't sit on the fence, or you can't juggle this person with your partner. You have to make a decision. Anything else? The World. So Aries, either they are saying you're going to have to walk away from the Empress pre-Empress because she will not accept you as someone who is still married or still with a long-term partner, or Aries, end your marriage. Close out one cycle before trying to transition into another cycle. You can't straddle two worlds, Aries. It's going to end in tears or upset or heartbreak or arguments. It's not good. If the situation is causing you so much stress, you have to make a decision rather than just sitting on the fence. You have to close out one cycle. All right, guys. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael for his message of guidance. Here we go. So Archangel Michael, what is your closing message of guidance for my Aries in the situation? Sense of humour. Aries. And the prayer reads, thank you for helping me see the humour in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. Aries, they're telling you not to be so serious about this. Now, I'm not suggesting you move towards this Empress, you know, making a joke out of the whole thing. because it may be inappropriate, because this is quite a serious situation. But if this Empress, pre-Empress says, Aries, I'm sorry, I'm happy to wait, we can be friends until you can get out of this, rather than feeling all angry and upset and screwed up about that, cross about the situation, laugh it off. Okay, says Aries to this Empress, pre-Empress, I totally understand. Yeah, we can be friends. Just accept what she's offering you. But understand that because you're not offering her any form of proper commitment and you're still tied to another woman and situation, she's got every right, Aries, to say no, So guys, I am so sorry for my female Aries that this situation's come up again, this reading, this energy's come up again. Hopefully next time it'll be your reading, but this is for a masculine Aries. So take care of you, and of course I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, Aries. Bye now.